A late start and high temperatures made the 12 kilometres from ancient Logroño to Navarrete a bit of a challenge. The long walk out of Logroño via the public walking track wasn't what our hearts and souls desired. The landscape offered no redeeming features to distract us from the heat. Relief was finally delivered as we arrived in Navarrete, where the incredible parish church of the Assumption of Mary provided both relief from the heat and the self. As we leave Navarrete, we share the endless vineyards with hunting falcons, a Camino dog, and a Spanish busker. A cool, strong headwind doubles our efforts as we make our way the 16 kilometres through the endless string of pilgrims from Navarrete to Nájera. While we're grateful for a cool change, others are regretting their wardrobe choices. At Nájera, we settle in to our albergue next to the river and explore the town. Leaving town, our gaze is drawn up to the red-carved cliffs of Nájera. It's day 14 and the 21 kilometres to Santo Domingo de la Calzada is a non-stop white gravel road.
Bye.
They are. Our dreams of a leisurely lunch and local vino tinto were gone in a puff of gravel dust as the small towns along the way failed to appreciate our needs. The countryside once again turned beautiful, with its rolling hills and deep lush valleys, disturbed only by the march of the pilgrims, like caterpillars along the winding white tracks. The 23 kilometres between Santo Domingo and Belorado was gentle but also monotonous. That was until we hit Villa de Rojora, an 10th century village which woke us from our trance.
This stuff is like back to 10.
We set out from Belorado at a civilised hour with the hope of avoiding the pilgrim horde. The countryside was as unremarkable as the towns were old and sleepy, with barely a stray dog to note our passing. The approach to Villafranca Montes de Oca foreshadowed the change in terrain promised for tomorrow, with narrow tracks and infant forest. This is a welcome change from the open fields and treeless hills of yellow and green. We take a meal of lentil soup and pork knuckle in a 14th century hotel which started its life as a pilgrim hospital, and an ancient stone albergue with sloping floors and too many doors provides our bed for the night. It's day 17 and the road that followed through the pine plantation was as wide as it was wide. It offered us relief with a dancing fruit vendor and the gift of the biggest, sweetest strawberries we'd ever tasted.
Fluff up.
Yeah. A local joined us for a brilliant lunch of paella and pizza. Lunch sustained us as we clambered up tracks made only for goats and down long gravel roads to our final destination for the day. Cardenhuila, Rio Pico. We left our basic but kind of quaint digs in Cardenhuila, Rio Pico to walk the final 14 kilometres to Burgos and the promise of a comfy bed and some feet up, packs off time. The scenery was light industrial as we followed the yellow arrows into the beautiful heart of Burgos. The packs stashed, the comfy bed secured, we headed out for late lunch in the Plaza Mayor and a little window shopping. 490 kilometres to go.